Alright, welcome back to my playthrough. I know it's been about a week since I last played, but looking forward to jumping into things and continuing my Stormblood playthrough. So, let's get started with Forever and Ever Apart. Lise would not delay in beginning the search for the Yasakani no Magatama. If this is Sunu Sato, then Shiso Shiosai, the overseer, should be here, around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction. Though, now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we are not welcome here. Shiosai. So, this is our man. Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eye wanderers. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name is Lise, and these are my friends Alaric and Alice. We're looking for the overseer of Suino Sato Shiosai. That's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blue sent you hither, did they? I am no overseer, nor ever would I claim to be one. I am high priest of the Shisui of the Violet Tides, Shiosai. So, you're the man we're looking for. Great. We need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the Yasakana no... Stop. I will hear no more. We will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters. Chirp, chirp. Quiet, Isobe, or there will be no dango for dinner. I can do naught to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might consent to tell us of your village and of why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Suino Sato is our sanctuary. Under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of the Shisui, we ran and enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives, but was not always so. Long ago, our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters, they sought refuge from the ravages of war, and here they flourished. All that we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have engaged others in diplomacy, it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past, the Ruby Princess in her wisdom decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so ever shall it be. Forever and ever apart. Forgive me. I understand now how highly you value your way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be assured that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Suino Sato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Cleary Garabanya is not only a place with walls. I'm starting to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Gosetsu couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. Folded high steel knuckles. Meanwhile, in the Tavern of Asari.
I tire of this filthy tavern, and its still filthier clientele.
"'Tis scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Oh, name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you. But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oaf go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor Lord Cayenne. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it. Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death, that he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, Samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Doma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, Brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid... Ah! When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make him pay.
In darkness of the Magatama dreams, Alice's sighs tell you all you need to know about her state of mind. We seem to have reached an impasse, and to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Maloric? Let's see if Soroban knows anything. Right. You are the ones who came from above, yes? If we could have a moment of your time. Mine apologies. I do not mean to startle you. My name is Ihanami, and this is my wife, Unagi. We were wondering, have you any news from Doma? If so, we should like very much to hear it. May I ask why? If you must, our daughter fought in the rebellion. We have heard naught from her since. 'Twould be too much to hope that you know of her, but her name is Yugiri. Kami be praised, she lives, she lives. We're looking for her too, actually, but I'm sure she's all right. We had no idea she hailed from Suinosadu. How did she come to serve Doma as a shinobi? It began when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having grown curious about the outside world. To Doma, they went where they met a young boy, a proud son of Eunaxia. His tales of imperial oppression left a tasting impression on her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Domans' plight and urged us to take the boy in, but my wife and I would not hear of it. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot her words. She became convinced that the Garleans would one day come after us, and it was in search of the strength to defend us that she left, years later, to learn the ways of the shinobi. When then the Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yugiri's return, lest she brings misfortune to us all. We protested the judgment, but there was naught we could do. and so our daughter, who wanted only to keep her people safe. Surely there is something we can do for these people, they who gave her aid and succor when no other would. I am but a humble stonemason, but if it is the Yasakani no Magatama you seek, I may yet be of some assistance to you. The jewel is known to possess an unusual property. To the naked eye, it is its jade, but when bathed in a particular light, it shimmers with divine resplendence. I have mined similar materials before. To find them, one must use these lamps. They cast an invisible light under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths, they are invaluable. There is a sunken ship to the east. Though the currents may have spirited away her cargo, you should begin your search there. Thank you so much. We will do just that. I hope you find that which you seek. I only wish that there were something more we could do to assist you. Know that you will be in my prayers. And when next you see our daughter, pray tell her not a day goes by that her parents and her brothers do not think of her. We will, I promise. I don't think Alice is this way. Might actually have to... Okay. If this wreck is the selfsame vessel of which Soroban spoke, then if the gods are good, the Magatama is nearby. Ready your lamp and keep your eyes open, Alaric. We're going to need to take this slowly. Move too fast, and we risk overlooking something. To find the Yasakani no Magatama, you will need to search the area marked on your map. Use your lamp to pinpoint the precise location of the treasure and claim it. Uh-oh. Chocobo hot and cold. There, peeping out from beneath a fine layer of sand, you spy something shimmering. Alright, we got it. I swear, looking for a needle in a haystack would be quicker. Gosutsu will have died of old age by the time we finish. You haven't found anything, have you, Elric? Oh, I got it. At least you think it's the Yasakani no Magatama. Not that you know for certain what it would look like. This is it. The Yasakani no Magatama, exactly as Soramon described. It would seem that our fortunes have finally changed for the better. The whims of the divine. As ever, Alice is eager to keep moving. Much as I would like to return and thank you Gary's parents for their assistance, time is of the essence, and I say we make for Tamamizu at once. Hold on to it for now, Elric. Once we arrive, present it to the Elder, and then we can finally learn how to deal with the Red Kojin. You are returned, and with the Yasakani no Magatama, I trust. Yes, there is no mistake. Well done, well done. So, about the Red Kojin, you said that there was a way to make them retreat into their shells. Are you ready to tell us now? I did indeed, and yes, I am. For you see, divinity resides not only in material vessels, but in individuals. In laying claim to the most sacred of treasures, you have demonstrated an affinity with the divine. To treat with men and women such as you is to invite fortune into our homes. Gladly, we will aid your cause. All is ready, Soramon. Then give them what they require. This is a ceremonial knife of some sort. Before this blade, that which is sealed shall open, the treasure vault of the Kojin on the Isle of Zeki. It is there that our most prized relics, be they of red or the blue, are kept safe. Fiercely do the red guard it, for its contents are more precious than their lives. Were the vault to be attacked, their response would by necessity be immediate. Kojin would be summoned from their moms around to defend their treasures. And we were to sow enough chaos, the Reds in service to the Imperials would have no choice but to answer the call as well, giving the Confederacy the sign they've been waiting for. Without the Kojin, the Imperials don't have nearly enough troops in Asari to hold off the pirates. However, you must understand that the value is holy ground, home to 1,000 kami. To intrude upon it without paying the proper respects is a sacrilege we cannot condone. So, if we were to pay the proper respects, it would be alright. Great. How do we do that again? The Yasakani no Magatama is one of the 3 most coveted treasures of the Kojin. The other 2 lie within the vault. Were you to deliver the jewel unto the others, and thereby make them whole, the kami may forgive your trespass, and instead delight in your mischief-making. So, if I understand you correctly, you want us to take the sacred jewel coveted by your red brothers and deliver it to their treasure vault? More or less. The Yasakani no Magatama belongs on the Isle of Zeki. So long as it finds its way there, we are satisfied. The Magatama has chosen you to bear it to its brothers. Had it not, you would never have found it, and we would not have been having this conversation. I shall inform the Confederacy of your plans, and bid them make ready to act when the time is right. The Isle of Zeki lies to the west of Suinusato. Look for a cave beneath the waters. May fortune favor you in this and all other endeavors. Right then. I am not normally in the habit of sneaking into heavily guarded treasure vaults, but if this is the only way to convince the Confederacy to act, then so be it. We should be prepared for a fight. The bigger, the better. The kind where you'll wish you had 7 of your most battle-hardened friends at your side. Breaking and delivering. Much like her brother, Alise also loves it when a plan comes together. I don't know about you two, but I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Me too. Let's do this. Right. Not left to say then. To the Isle of Zeki. We're right. Let's go and find that cave. I hope you didn't waste too much energy swimming here. Once the fighting starts, I doubt we'll have a moment to rest. Assuming this is the right cave, it should lead us straight into the heart of the Isle of Zeki. Have you got a plan for once we get to the island? How about the 2 of us get the guards' attention while the 3rd heads straight for the vault? Afterwards, the other 2 join them there, and together we make a stand with our numbers. It's not feasible to do anything more complicated, I think. Fine by me. I like simple plans. I'll be one of the decoys then. You read my mind. I also had a mind to ask Alaric to be one, given his peerless martial prowess. Then it's settled. You two will make your way through the stronghold, creating as much chaos as possible. Have some fun. Meanwhile, I will attempt to locate the vault and gain entry with the ceremonial knife. When I am inside, I will contact you via link pearl. Right, come on, Allard. We've got work to do. You're a sight for sore eyes. I hope Alice is all right too. Alaric, Elise, can you hear me? I found the vault. Head northwest. There's a passage leading deeper within. Hurry. There you are. The entrance is straight ahead. Good timing, I might add. It sounds like the whole garrison is headed straight for us.
Thieves! Thieves! Come to steal our most precious treasures? You will pay for this sacrilege!
That's the spirit. Now don't be shy. I'm more than ready for another round.
Seize them!
the world?
Who hath made us whole?
Hark! A great kami stirs. Yes, yes. A great kami of the sacred treasures. O great kami, we beseech your intercession. We who have guarded your blade and glass for generations. Your faithful Korjin.
Thou didst freely deliver our jewel unto thine enemy's own treasure vault? How auspicious! We do commend thee, son of man. Such audacity is deserving of celebration, exaltation, a contest of wills to mark the occasion. Let lines be drawn, let sides be chosen. And for their loyalty, we shall stand with the caretakers of our greater part.
Oh, perfect. A contest of wills. Just what we need.
Hearken to us, shelled ones. Upon this day, your wish shall be granted. Curse neither your fate nor its executor, children of man, for we are of the divine, of both heaven and earth, the ringing silence, the raging calm. All riseth and falleth at the whim of capricious fortune. Assume your marks upon the stage and embrace the coming chaos. We are Susano, and in revelry do we rejoice.
That's a primal standing in front of us, right?
And a horde of angry Kojin at our backs. Oh, this contest is getting worse by the moment. Lise, help me clear a path. Leave them to us and save your strength. You'll be needing it soon enough.
Make way! Make way!
Spoil not your appetite for the feast, children of man. The dish will be served whether you will it or no.
that was not part of the plan. A Kojin Primal was most definitely not part of the plan. Though I am sure there is a perfectly logical explanation involving the aether stored in the treasures and religious fervor with which the Kojin guard them, or something. A pity Elfino isn't here to provide it. And just when I thought our fortunes had changed, I swear, if Soroban and his people knew this might happen. No, somehow I doubt that. Even the Red seemed surprised by what happened. All rises and falls at the whim of the capricious fortune, does it? Then the same goes for him. We have to defeat that primal. The Lord of Revel. Elisée may not have the best plan, but she has the only one. As before, our numbers limit our options. I wish we could claim to have a brilliant plan, but I don't. All I have is a desperate one. Lise, you and I will do our best to draw the Kojin away from the primal. We'll lead them on a wild dodo chase all over the Isle. The rest of the plan, I'm afraid you can guess. I'm sorry, Alaric, I truly am. But neither of us can even approach Susano, much less hope to defeat him, which means you're on your own. Well, who knows? He does have an awful lot of adventure friends. Maybe some of them decided to take a fishing trip to the Far East and are surprisingly close by. Yes, and I speak fluent Hingan. Come on, there's no point in putting this off. The Pool of Tribute is now accessible. Your efforts to wreak havoc on the Isle of Zuki and draw the Red Kojin away from their Imperial masters have exceeded all expectations. Unfortunately, for reason beyond your knowing, 2 of the sacred treasures stored in the Isle's vaults reacted to the presence of the Yasakani no Magatama, summoning forth from the aether the great Kami Susano, a primal by another name. How fortunate that you had the wisdom and foresight to invite several of your fellow adventurers on this journey to the Far East, and how kind they were to agree to help you torment the Red Kojin, for no single warrior, no matter how blessed or powerful, could ever hope to slay a primal on his own, despite what some wandering minstrels have you believe. Alright, well, I think I'm going to pause here for my playthrough, and I will pick it up next time with the Lord of the Revel. So until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.